Sorry, I'll be quick as well. I'm going to focus in on one particular part of the criteria, which is that new unitary structures should enable stronger community engagement and deliver genuine opportunity for neighbourhood empowerment. I firmly and quite passionately believe that when decisions affect our communities, people who live in those communities should have the greatest possible influence over how those decisions are shaped. And I think that right now one of Rutland's greatest strengths is the personal relationship we have with our residents and the power we give to our communities to make those decisions that impact them. And I think that's something that's only really achievable in a small and well-served county like our own. And unfortunately for me, all three of these options today, in my view, take power away from communities and in some way reduce democratic accountability. The proposal from Leicester and Leicestershire would place us in very large authorities, as we've touched on, both geographically and in terms of population. And even the North City-South model would increase the ratio of one councillor for every 1,125 people we have now to more than 4,000 residents per councillor. At present, we are all accessible, well known in our communities, and able to engage directly with people we represent. We can't walk down the street without someone recognising us and talking to us about something that's going on with the council. And that's a great thing, and it's what makes Rutland so great. But I feel that could be lost with any of these three proposals. Alongside that sort of personal relationship, each of the options on the table result in councillors having to take on significantly more casework. Councillor Beggy touched on this. And this will consume a great deal of time and limit the ability for those working in full-time stand for election. And that amount of work will also limit our capability to be active and visible in our communities. So I think there's a load of issues there around democratic accountability being reduced and power being taken away from communities. And I do accept that at least the Leicestershire City South proposal attempts to address this demographic gap by introducing neighbourhoods, which I didn't feel were really very well explained. And I couldn't really see how they'd be representative or be held accountable. But there was at least an attempt there to, I think, address the gap. And I'd be really interested to see how that develops through the process. But with all that said, and as much as I disagree with being forced into this situation, the reality is that we have three options in front of us. And I have to accept that choosing none of them would leave Rutland at greater risk, with little or no influence over the decisions to define our own future. As much as we may want it in some ways, an independent Rutland is not one of those options. It has been made entirely clear that that option cannot be considered because it does not meet the requirements set by government, and calling for something that cannot be delivered would be irresponsible, and I really feel we owe it to our residents to do more than that. We owe them a really serious attempt to secure the best possible outcome in the given circumstances. In my view, reluctantly, North City and South proposal offers the strongest result for residents, and it's the only option that makes a clear attempt to maintain local accountability and support genuine community empowerment. It also offers real opportunities for cost savings and perhaps even a chance to reduce our unfairly high levels of council tax. But at heart, I do truly believe that our closeness to our communities is what makes us a special council, and I'm really worried about losing that. Councillor Ross mentioned about writing a letter as part of our submission. I'd love to see us write a letter saying that that's something we as a council feel strongly about and would like to be taken into account, and to sort of express our dissatisfaction with the process overall. But here in the position we are now, refusing to engage in the process would be the worst possible outcome for both our residents and our county. And for these reasons, I will be supporting the North City South proposal unless someone changes my mind in the next 10 minutes. Thank you.